Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The stage is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Time to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Kamara. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
His throw is going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's brought down.
Every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here.
They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up here at 29.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Being chased out left. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking deep for Julio. This is caught. All the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Julio Jones. 48 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back. Back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throw here, out of the gun. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders them short of a first down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back.
That's caught inside the 20. All the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 62 yards, and the Ravens have taken the lead.
Tucker lining up for him.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. 3rd down here. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
17.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
at the 28-yard line.
First down past the 40. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Well, first down, they run with Kamara. He'll take it forward for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
He was brought down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. That catch good for 5. It's third down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They run, it's Kamara. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Jones. 20, 10, and all the way in for the Ravens. Touchdown. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
At the 46-yard line.
And that is incomplete here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This one brought in by Jefferson. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
And 7 at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. He gets his underneath to Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 24-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards.
10 at the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Queen gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
3rd down. 3rd and 15.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
The kick is
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
41. Rams 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. On the move to his left. He'll try and run it.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A 10th carry for Camara. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Camara. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
On 2nd down, Camara. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. What a moment for him. A pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick-6 in the Super Bowl. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Camara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Down.
His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time I have to leave the booth.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Another run here with Dobbins. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 44 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll buy some time right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good decision there. He was looking, and he was looking, but the coverage was excellent. Nice job to get rid of it and try and find something better on 3rd and goal. He didn't let that clock accelerate and force him into an error.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 4.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 25 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one, you're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now back to throw. Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
There and a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
On first down, Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And down to the 11. A big play there out of Kamara. 63 yards on the ground. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Hey, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just called the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And it's for pride now, but the Rams do get a bit closer.
Lining up.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.